And welcome back for another episode of Been Rollin' Playing the Old Republic. Right now we're just turning in quests.
You're alive. And not only that, my comlink is picking up signals again. Is everything uploaded?
There were complications, but it's been handled.
Now it's my turn. I'll aim our scanners at the Okara droid factory to measure the extent of the damage the virus has caused. If the computer core shuts the probes down, I can record how long a window that creates for future assaults.
Would it matter if I told you to go back to base and get medical attention?
Sure, and I will. Their anti-air defenses should be compromised, so I'll creep out of here when it's safe. I cannot express what your success will mean. Not to me, I'm nothing, but to the families of the men who died for this mission. Those soldiers did not fail their empire, nor did their empire fail them.
Right. Okay. So let's get out of here and turn in the rest of these quests. Alright, we got a few turn-ins here.
Word has it, the former Balmoran Minister of Defense, Vol Argon, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse. He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
Maybe he'll decide to come here and fight, so I can kill him.
We'll do our utmost to provoke him. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmoran defector, Cavil Aaron, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
Alright, so we finally get to see what a defector is willing to add to the Empire's control of Balmora. And we got a few turn-ins here.
There's been chatter on the Resistance frequencies while you were off planting the ordnance. The Resistance has set off 3 bombs so far. The first blast sent them scattering. Then, of course, they attempted to stay in touch via comm unit. So you can imagine the results. Quite a successful operation.
They defied the Empire. Now they will fear it again.
I'll say. 1 bomb went off near the Resistance's medical bay. They say they're treating wounded on conference room tables now. And with the investigation they'll have to launch to discover our method, we'll be ahead for quite some time.
Well, there you go. I don't need that, so take the commendation. Talk to you.
Lieutenant Ruta reported in. He says you completed the platoon's objective alone.
The job's done. Easy.
I had a feeling you'd say that. It seems if I want to save my men's lives, I should send you in first instead of last. Our battalion may have been unable to assist the platoon at Okara, but I assure you they were not sitting idle. Auric and Kresh companies, and the remainder of Besh, simultaneously invaded rebel posts in Broken Valley. They found something.
I'm glad someone in this outfit succeeds on their first try.
Yes. We become good at deciphering the mess that Imperial intelligence sends our way. Our droids went through the rebel databanks and pulled out messages about them occupying a tunnel network we call Cave 52. The rebels are in Broken Valley, and they're moving in cargo. All indications are that this load is special.
Like what?
To protect this cargo, they transferred in one of their elite units from a continent away. If our whole battalion comes knocking, they'll evacuate immediately. We'll need a small, fast attack to get inside K-52. The guerrillas know the tunnels quite well, so I suspect they have ambush points.
I can take down anyone.
Good. Word will spread about the captured posts, so I would head to Broken Valley immediately. We'll have a surveillance officer monitoring K-52's largest entrance. His name is Trecht. When you've seen the cargo, report to him, and he'll contact me on a secure frequency. Go in strength.
Alrighty. Looks like everything is now taking me over in this direction. And we've got a few things left to take care of. Well, we gotta talk to the gentleman who wanted his wife's lover person rebel spy kind of guy killed, and we killed him. So let's go turn that in. And here we go.
You look satisfied. I hope it's because the wretched spy who stole my blaster designs lies dead on his own floor.
Any other secrets he stole die with him.
Every husband in Sobrik can sleep better at night. But what of Kalara? Did you question him as to her role in this affair?
Without her help, would he have even known what to take?
Yes. I can no longer deny Kalara's role in this. If you haven't tired of my sordid tale, perhaps you could undertake one more task.
I might agree. For a price.
This is a bit more sensitive than dealing with Haraz Bant. I could see fit to pay you triple what I would give otherwise. Consider it. If the authorities learned of Kalara's folly, it would ruin the good name of this office, shut us down for months of investigation. All the while, the Resistance would be gaining strength.
Don't ask me to cover up a crime.
No, not cover up. The penalty for aiding a spy is death. Kalara deserves no less. I have been considering how best to end this disaster. It should be quiet, quick, something that can be blamed on the rebels, no questions asked.
I've got a talent for that.
Let me call Kalara. I will tell her you are to escort her to my colleague Garboza at the Imperial outpost. The route has many isolated spots, suitable for rebel ambush.
Oh, is it time?
My dear, this woman will serve as your bodyguard on your trip to the outpost. Garboza asked me to thank you for your assistance at such short notice.
A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Leave for the transit point now, Kalara. She will find you there.
I love you too.
Go then. When you find yourselves alone, you can put an end to her treason. And my marriage.
She has brought on her own death with her foolishness.
Just be kind about it. I loved her once. It is best our names not be linked after this. When the deed is done, go to Officer Garboza at the outpost. He'll have your reward. You need not say what it's for.
Alright, time to kill the wife. And she's just right up here. Of course, if I manage to not run into a outcropping of rocks, that would be great.
Ah, you must be here for Officer Sokol's wife. He said to expect you. One moment.
Gan doesn't usually go out of his way to see me protected. Is this going to be so dangerous? Or are you really just my chaperone?
I've never been much for staying out of trouble.
Honey, Gan's got a thing for that type. Let's get going.
Well, come on then.
What's up?
Alright, we'll fast forward here. This is kinda dull, as you can tell.
Why are you looking around so much? Like that? It's like you're looking for someone. Are you expecting an attack? Why did Gan send an armed escort when I'm just going to the outpost?
I'm supposed to kill you as a traitor to the Empire.
What? Gan wants you to kill me? Are you going to?
If you've betrayed the Empire, you deserve to die.
I haven't done anything. Good grief, is this about Harris? Yes, I slept with him. And the slime never even picked up a comlink after that. Is Gun such a baby that he'd frame me for treason because I slept around? Treason? Seriously? Tell Gun that Harris is a jerk and I've broken it off. If he had the guts, he would ask me himself.
Your ignorance is astounding. You couldn't possibly be a spy.
Thank you. I knew my ignorance would come in handy one day. Whatever this is about the Republic, I don't know anything, I swear. Look, can't you just talk to him or something? He wouldn't really kill me for this, would he?
I let you go and he'll just send someone else. You should get off planet by nightfall.
But where will I go? Everything I own is here. I mean, thank you, but over one night? One lousy night?
Yep. Alright, let's go turn this in, and then we'll head off towards our next destination.
Well, if it isn't the best paid engineering consultant on Balmorra. I mean, no offense, but you don't exactly look like science core material, you know? And what exactly is he paying you all this for?
I'm a loyal servant of the Empire.
Usually more of a garrote you in the name of Imperial security kind of servant, though, right? I hear things. I can make it worth your while for dirt on how Officer Sokol's been spending Troider money.
Officer Sokol hired me to kill his wife and her rebel boyfriend.
Pretty little Kalara had Republic leanings, hmm? Oh, that is not going to look good to the clearance board at all. Thank you. Next time you see me, I may be working Troider instead of this bit.
Oh, good for you. And he wants to give me... Well, let's up our endurance. Usually works out better. Alright, so let's head off towards our next outpost. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Agent, I hear you represent your empire well. How do you like Balmorra so far? Hard to believe there's so much fighting over so little.
As war zones go, it's not so bad.
Then you haven't been here long enough. Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
How would you know how to beat them?
You don't see them until they kill you. That's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. Their camp's in the Gorinth Wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard.
Alrighty then. We level up. That guy has the heroic, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's a flashpoint quest, which we are not going to do at the moment. Although I do need to start making more of those videos.
Travel route is confirmed.
I've only done basically the starter ones, the Black Talon and SLS. Alright, let's see if we can't find something else to do here. And of course I forgot to come back over here, so I just kind of jumped down the cliff to continue our story mission.
Back already? Your friend's quick, Sanju.
Told you she was good.
You tell me a lot of things, but I asked for the stealth droid power cores. If you don't have them, you're wasting my time.
Right here, Chemish. The full crate. All yours.
Huh. Looks like you actually made it to the factory. It'll take a minute to get this case open. Sanju, go fetch Pyther and a droid.
I think we've got it, Chemish. Crack the case open and let's see if our new friend did the job right.
Looks like everything's here. The power cores read fully functional. This is nice. Very nice.
I think it's time to blow up some Imperials.
I agree. It is about that time, isn't it? I'll make the arrangements. You realize I wasn't expecting much. Didn't know if you were really for the cause. Didn't know if you had the skills. Still not sure how far I can trust you. But you've got the talent.
I take it you have another job in mind.
While my people are fixing up the power cores and planting them around Sobrik, you'll be doing something different. You've seen the caves in this valley? Dark and cramped, but they make a nice hiding place. Scanners bounce right off them.
Useful for all sorts of things.
Seemed like a good discovery. Greystar set up a training outpost in the caves a while back. Then the Empire started dropping gas bombs on the Republic. The outpost was poisoned. Toxin got into the soil. Turned good kids into drooling psychos. And the caves were overrun by our own people.
There's got to be a way to flush the toxin out of your people. Restore their sanity.
Early on, maybe there was. It's way too late now. We're willing to cut our losses, but there's still data on the outpost computers. I want it transmitted out and the systems destroyed.
Sanju, get to high ground outside of town. You can pick up the signal with the booster box.
Is all this clear? Getting the data won't be easy, but you manage the factory, so I figure you can survive the outpost.
What's so important about the computers?
That's none of your business. You just do your job.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll take the even ones. Oh, we got a box. What's in the box? A belt that we can use. And we get another box with pants that we can use. Funny how that works out. Go forever opening those boxes, getting crap you'll never need, and all of a sudden, oh hey. Alright, so we need to move on out. Let's go see what we can take. Kind of damage we can do.
I'm here. What do you need, Abracadabra? Hold on. How did you get in?
Wrong. The question is, what am I going to do if you anger me?
Listen, the people in that complex aren't of any consequence, and are certainly no threat to the Empire.
Don't make me show you what a threat is. Explain why they are in hiding now.
It's because of the law. If you are at all, force sensitive, you have to go to Korriban for Sith training. If you don't train, you're executed as a potential threat. But not everyone would make it as a Sith. Some people discover their sensitivity when they're too old, or they just don't have the will. So they go into hiding with us.
One doesn't hear much about those weak in the Force.
Right. But it doesn't mean they deserve to be executed, or forced to stab each other in the back. We get them to Republic planets so they can grow dirt, or compose symphonies, or whatever it is they're good at. But the Emperor keeps making laws that say they have to die.
If they are no threat, they have little to fear from me.
Are you serious? Your superiors would... Well, I won't tell them if you don't. Everyone in that cavern will have you to thank for their lives. We'll clear everyone out of the caves. It would be best if you could say you found nothing here.
All right.
You're Tyrus's operative, correct? Good to see you alive. Major? Yes, your operative is here. She secured the tunnels. No, I contacted you immediately, sir. He wants to know if you made it in time.
They were smuggling out Force sensitives, too weak to become Sith.
Sir? Sounds like we have another one of Commander Hun's projects. All philanthropy, no teeth. Uh-huh. What about a gas canister or something cheap? I see, sir. I'll pass the word on. The Major says good work. We'll take it from here.
Are you going to exterminate them?
We'll find their nerve center soon enough. And when we do, they'll pay. You, on the other hand, are in the Major's good books. He wants to commend you for aiding the battalion. If every soldier we had risked their neck like you, this Empire would be a much different place.
So yeah, you could make the decision to go in and kill all the Force sensitives and all that, but you know, what's the point? We know what's in there, we told them what's in there, and they'll take care of it. And we can move on. Alright, we've made our way to the story area.
Ash in the soil and a gun in my hands. Let's go.
Okay. Let's see, where am I going here? Just keep basically going south. Okay. Sounds simple enough. Hi. Oh, I guess that's damaging. Suppose I shouldn't be entirely surprised by that. Now, let's see, we need to head this way. Stupid chat window. Trying to see. Oh, I guess I target him. Let's see. How can I creep around here? I mean, no, can't really do that. Alright, so you die.
I kinda like this one. Want some of this?
And what we want is right there. That's simple enough. And there we go. Alright, so what on this thing do I need to, oh, there we go.
I'm receiving your transmission. Give me a second to fine-tune the frequency and I'll start transferring the data. I just talked to Station Chief Reynolds. He says a series of explosives went off in Sobrik. Probably our power cores. They took out a barracks and a supply depot and they damaged one of the docks. A few dozen casualties. I thought you should know.
We did what was necessary to complete the mission.
No, I get that. I'll focus. You know, I think some of this outpost data came from Greystar himself. Orders, information drops, that sort of thing. Blast. There's a list of collaborators. Balmorans who've been working with the Empire since the occupation. Chemish hates collaborators.
You think this is what she was after?
I'd bet on it. Chemish probably wants to make the list public. If the collaborators are outed, a lot of Balmorans will want them dead. Some of these guys are officials, factory bosses, the works. If they start getting killed, the governor's gonna punish everyone.
Punish them how, exactly?
After a big terrorist hit, the governor rounds up a bunch of civilians. Most of them disappear forever. Look, I can send the list on to the Imperial authorities. They can set up protection for the collaborators in case Chemish goes public. You already showed you were loyal with the Sobrik bombings. We can take a little risk here.
We have to maintain our cover at all costs, even if that means people get killed.
I was afraid you'd say that. I won't do anything, as per your orders. I need to sign off and get back to Troida. You should do the same. Send you out.
How could you hurt his feelings? He respects you so much and you were cruel to him. All he wanted was to save a few lives. Now how will you two ever find happiness together? The poor boy's crushed.
I'm really not interested in him. Let's leave it at that.
Sanju will never know what he's missed. Let's get going, huh?
I like that she seems to be a little more interactive than, well, everyone else we deal with. Alright, let's go back to Troida real quick and deal with this. And in we go.
So you made it back. You did good work out there. All the data's intact. Did Sanju tell you those computers had a list of Imperial collaborators? You helped us expose traitors.
Now that you know their names, what happens?
They get what's coming to them, that's all. You know, you've really been impressing me. We need 100 people like you. And instead we've got... well, we've got Sanju. Pretty Sanju. Who's always been a little squeamish.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, Chemish. What are you saying?
I'm saying you've become a liability. Sorry about that. Would have taken care of him earlier, but I thought you should be here.
I never did trust that man.
I caught him duplicating the list of collaborators. He had this coming. Back to business. I need you for a special job, and it's an important one. You know our leader, Greystar? The regular recruits don't ever meet him, and there's a reason. Greystar operates from inside the Republic military base. It's a secret the Empire never figured out.
Why tell me these things now?
The Republic doesn't know the truth either. If they realized one of their soldiers was our leader, they'd lock Greystar up. But they are getting suspicious. You need to extract Greystar from the Republic base at the Balmoran Arms Factory. He's coming to join us.
After Greystar is free, what's my next move?
When the job's done, lie low for a bit. I don't want to overexpose you. Greystar and I will set up a new safe house and contact you when we have an assignment. All clear?
I'll head out immediately.
It'll be a long march to the Republic base. Good luck, and thanks for all you've done.
Alright, so now we know where Greystar is, and we can go deal with him now. Kinda, sorta. And we will do that in the next episode. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.